Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the BG Show. I'm here to do a quick, rapid reaction of the NFL draft. There's some picks I did not like, some draft picks I did like, so let's just get into it. First, I want to start with something outside the draft. I want to start with that piece of shit, Adam Schefter. And yes, I'm using those strong words because this jabroni essentially took it upon himself to just ruin the draft for everyone. Now, a few years ago, he started doing tweets. And so I made sure to mute my tweets, mute my notifications. I even unfollowed him. I'm like, all right, I'm going to put my phone down. I'm not going to be addicted to my phone. And for some reason, ESPN decides, hey, let's cut to him before every single pick. And he's just going to hint what the team's going to take. Is there anyone at ESPN with a functioning brain, any executive who thinks, maybe we've been marketing this as our premier football event of the offseason for months now. Maybe we shouldn't have this little piece of shit ruin the draft. Did anyone think that? Did it go through anyone's brain? Obviously not. So I just wanted to say that. Fuck Adam Schefter. Now let's get back to the picks. All right, I guess let's start with the most surprising and controversial pick of the night, which is probably Michael Penix to the Falcons. I think a lot of people are missing the point here. I hear a lot of people talking about, oh, he's going to be, late. He's going to be old by the time he starts. He's going to be 28, 29. I actually don't think that's the problem. I think it's fine if he's 28, 29 when he starts playing. That's fine if he's good. The problem is two things. One, I don't think he's going to be very good. I don't think he has the arm talent. He obviously has the arm talent for college. He nearly won a national title. I don't think he has the arm talent for the NFL. Not to be in the NFL, but to be like a top quarterback in the NFL. And number two, even if he is good, if he starts playing at earliest year 3, but year 4, year 5, you've essentially wasted the entire rookie contract, which you're going to need to probably win a Super Bowl in today's day and age. So people are so worried about, the age. I think the more the problem is not only the talent, but just the salary cap situation doesn't really make sense. Another pick that I think people are overlooking because of this pick is Bo Nix going to the Broncos, which I thought was a terrible pick. I think Bo Nix is the classic kind of career backup quarterback in the NFL. Obviously, he can prove me wrong. I hope he does prove me wrong. I don't root for anyone to be a bust, but I just don't see Bo Nix being a top quarterback. I mean, for them to kind of complain and complain and complain about Russell Wilson for all that time just to take Bo Nix. If you wanted a 24-year-old project, you just traded for Zach Wilson next week, who's even more talented than Bo Nix and has actual NFL reps. So why would you take Bo Nix at number 12 when you literally have a project who's his age and has more NFL reps than him already on your roster? In terms of JJ McCarthy, I thought the Vikings went about it a little bit better than the other teams. They traded up, they didn't trade up a lot. They also were able to add a defensive player in Dallas Turner later on in the draft. So although I don't love JJ McCarthy, I certainly like him more than Penix, and I like him more than Bo Nix. I think he's got, I don't think the winning pedigree is everything, but he does win a lot of big games. He's played in a lot of big games, which I think definitely matters. I don't really have too many hot takes on the beginning of this draft. I think Caleb Williams is going to be a very good quarterback, regardless of what his personality or style is. Jaden Daniels, I think, was the right pick at number 2. I don't think he's guaranteed to be a pick, but that's what I would have taken. I'm not super excited about Drake May. He just doesn't stand off. I know he has all their measurables. He's just kind of the classic measurables quarterback. But when you watch him on the field, it's just not great. I mean, he obviously was a very good college quarterback. But the thing I always go back to is if you're not the best player in college, why would you suddenly be the best player in the NFL? I mean, obviously you can get better, but most of the top quarterbacks were great in college. Um, and I think Drake May was a good quarterback, but I don't think he's a great quarterback. Some of my other favorite picks in the first round, I'll go with the New York teams first. My New York Giants, who I root for. I love the Neighbors pick. I thought that was the right pick. I would have maybe taken Joe Alt, but once Joe Alt was off the board, I think that was 100% the right pick. Adunze might be better, but I think Neighbors is a safer receiver. I also like the Jets pick taking Olu from Penn State. A lot of people wanted Brock Bowers. However, I thought Olu was a much smarter pick and the right pick for the Jets. They have Tyron Smith and they have Morgan Moses, but there's almost a guarantee, unfortunately, that one of those guys is going to miss some time. So now they have a very elite prospect waiting in the wings. I guess my closing point, I don't understand the Buffalo Bills making any trades with the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't care if it's a little trade or what. It's just ridiculous. I don't know why they're answering calls, why they're making trades with them, why they're talking to them, why they're doing anything that could potentially help the Kansas City Chiefs, who already have enough help as it is. I'd argue the gap probably grew even wider this offseason with the Bills offense taking a step back. So yeah, I just don't understand why the Bills would do anything to not only trade out of the first round and not take a player, but then to help the Chiefs.